What's up?
Is it?
Whoa, are we letting Mungos in now? Didn't hear any shots, so I'm guessing you're not here to raid us. And if you're not here to raid us, you might just have brought something cool for us, see? So who are you? And how'd you get let in? Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope one of you grabbed some of their gear before you left. Gotta make them pay for something like that. Speaking of which, I'm Knick-Knack, and I take care of the general store around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stuff, and sometimes trade it for other stuff. That's pretty much a store, see? Well, my name was Nick, and I collect knickknacks. Not everything has to be real complex, see? We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know. Alright, bye.
Just talk. Hey, are we letting Mungos in now? Didn't hear a scuffle, so I'm guessing you're some sort of guest? So, what's so cool about you, Fancy Pants? Must be a pretty good reason for you to get let in, see? Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope you got some good laughs out of it before you left. Gotta make sure they know not to try that again. Speaking of which, I'm Knock-Knock, and I take care of the general morale around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stories, and sometimes trade them to keep the others amused. Morale's better than less Al, see? Well, technically, I'm patrolling and keeping the peace. Mostly, that involves making sure people are happy and not getting into trouble. You can't very well keep the peace if you've already lost it, see? So, bam! Jokes. Want to hear one? Prepare to be amused. Knock knock. Noah. Hey, that's good. I was just gonna say Noah, a place where I can get some food. Gee, thanks. I have to admit most of them aren't really funny. At least not ha-ha funny. They're more like a tradition. Most of them were passed down from this book we found down back, called Vault Boy's Big Book of Laughs for Kids. They're not really funny, but something about hearing them is a little comforting, you know? Oh, we've got lots of funny incidents, like when Sammy shot the raider who thought he was a girl, that sort of stuff. But we don't really get a lot of news stories from outside. The scav teams spend all their time hidden, so they don't get much news, see? I'd sure like to hear more tales from the great big outdoors myself. Actually, if you hear any, feel free to tell me. Oh, really? Tell me about it. Wow, that sounds like it took some guts. Life down here might get dull, but I gotta admit, at least I don't get shot at. Well, not as much anyway. Tell me more. What's happened since then? Wow, that's some crazy bad timing. I mean, that is to say, I'm really sorry to hear about your loss. So, what happens next? Oh, come on. Please, I promise not to interrupt. Well, if you feel like telling me more, you know where to find me. Later. Get a morons who keep bugging me. Scram.
The mayor said it's okay for you to be in here, right? Because Mungos aren't allowed in here unless the mayor says so. So are you an okay Mungo? Because if you aren't an okay Mungo, then that means we should stop you. And that means I've got to get my gun for a walk down. So stay here, okay? Oh, that's good, because Mayor McCready says I can't have my gun in town anywhere, not since last time. But that was totally an accident anyway. That reminds me, got any Nuka Cola? Because if I'm not gonna have a gun in town, then it must be okay for me to have one more Nuka, right? Anyway, everyone calls me Zip, you know, like a zipper. Only not really like that, because I'm not made of metal. But I do go up and down, I guess. Yeah, more Nuka's always good. It's definitely always gooder than less. Because no Nuka's no good at all. Got any Nuka for me? I'll trade you whatever I got for more Nuka Cola. Anytime. Nuka for Zip. Nuka for Zip. I got an old magazine of 5.56s. Is that good enough for you? Nuka Cola makes the stomach bubbly and the world so jumbly. Yay! That's all I got right now. Come back tomorrow, maybe we'll have more. And you can have more Nuka. For me to have more Nuka. Yeah? Okay. See you next time, mister.
What the hell is RJ thinking? Letting a damn Mungo like you in here. So who are you working with? Raiders? Slavers? Mutants? Answer up, Mungo! Oh, you think Sammy and the rest wouldn't have gotten back on their own eventually? I taught him better than that. Well, if you're sticking around, you ought to know that I'm Princess and I call the shots around here. And don't forget it, Mungo. I don't need to explain myself to you, Mungo. Shut up and get lost. In fact, don't you ever bother me about something as stupid as nicknames again. Well, thank goodness you gave me permission, jerk.
Hey! Okay, so you get in, but I got my eye on you. You don't make any trouble in here, got it? I ain't having no shit butts making trouble. Good. Better stay that way, Mungo. Organized? Have you walked around this place? It's pure anarchy, and I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. We can't all stay here forever, so we've all got to leave eventually. And there's not much to look forward to out there. So we have a good time while we're here, and the occasional ruthless little bastard like me make sure it doesn't fall apart for the other kids. People change when they grow up, and we don't trust Mungos living down here. So we leave for a place called Big Town before we get too old. At least that's the line Joseph teaches. But really, we simply don't have enough space or food for everyone to stay here forever. So, I've got to exile some to avoid ruining the whole town. It's a fucking hard, brutal choice to make, but that's the way we stay alive. About time. Yeah, that's nice. Scram.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing in here? You said Penny and Sammy and Squirrel? I can see why RJ let you in. Thanks for all of us. I'm Lucy, and I pretty much spend my days playing mommy around here. I spend a lot of time kissing boo-boos and making things better. If you get a scraped knee or stubbed toe, come see me. Same if you get shot in the face or burns all over. But I can only promise so much. There's always one big sister or another who knows her way around a compress and a sewing needle. So we take care of most of the little scrapes. And way back when, someone figured out that some of the plants and fungus around here absorb radiation. The little ones don't like to eat their veggies, but they don't like to be sick either. So we get by. It is, especially for dealing with the low-level radiation we all get from the water. The fungus just soaks it right up. But it doesn't help the rickets that keep hitting the younger lamplighters. Believe it or not, I can make a treatment for that from extract of buffout. Actually, if you can talk McCready into it, I'd be glad to trade some fungus for buffout, but he'd have to say it was okay. Well, until you come asking for a bandage at least. Thanks. Hopefully, it'll just be skinned knees and bloody noses today. Whoa, I've never seen a Mungo so close. Are you a raider? Or a slaver? Or a mutant? 'Cause if you are, I'm supposed to go hide, 'cause I'm too young to use a gun yet. Did you live in the old vault below? I thought nobody lives down there now because it was full of monsters. Mayor doesn't let us go down there because when they went, they didn't come back. You don't look like someone who didn't come back, so maybe you didn't come from there. It's just a name, okay? Not my fault I knocked stuff over. Lucy says I still got a lot of growing to do. Bye-bye, Vault Dweller.
What do you want, Mungo? Yeah, I'll bet you've heard all about the fungus in my cavern. But yeah, the cave fungus, sure. It's good for food and medicine, and it's the main fucking reason we've stayed alive down here. So, you want a slice of that gray-green gold, huh? I think maybe we could come to an arrangement. What are you offering? That's not a terrible deal. And it'd mean more of those dumbasses can stay safely down here instead of scavenging all the time. Okay, for every 2 bits of strange meat or buffout, I'll make sure you get a piece of fungus. Not too bad, huh? I'll spread the word to Lucy and Eclair. They've got uses for them, so they'll make the trade and we'll all be happy, okay? What do I look like, your tour guide? Just fucking go, okay?
What's that?
Hey! Watch it.
Thinking quite a bit lately about something.
Okay, RJ had better have a good reason to let you in. Because right now, all I'm seeing is a Mungo who's here to take our food and screw us over.
I am referring, of course, to our great
Oh,
national
great.
pastime.
Maybe next he'll take in a Deathclaw or something, and he'll make it the town mascot. But
That's
anyway,
right,
yeah.
America.
Thanks for bringing them back in one
Before we were
piece.
devastated by
Maybe
atomic
now
war,
they'll learn to be more
each
careful
state
out
had
there.
its
If
own
you need what passes for food down here, look me up.
Imagine.
Name's Eclair.
Perfect.
If you so much as snicker,
Sun is
carve
warm,
you up for
welcoming.
steaks.
And on the horizon,
Well, I didn't get the nickname for being fat and full of cream. That's what you're asking. Back when I was on the scav team, I found some pages from an old cookbook. Sometimes I try them out. Just for the record, don't try making an Eclair out of cave fungus. The taste sticks
revel
with
in
you,
the joys
and not
of
in a good way.
sport and sunshine. If only for an afternoon.
About
Now,
time,
ask
man.
yourself
This mold isn't getting any
What
tastier.
if the Capitol Congressman could? What if they could compete with baseball teams from Pennsylvania or Maryland? Put your faith in John Henry
Pardon me.
Watch it.